man. Just chilling. Let's see if I can pull this up on my computer now that we're live. It's easier for me to see the chat when I've got it on my computer that way.
I think that today is going to be a pretty big live. I mean,
You think so?
I think so, man. I think so. We'll see.
There's nobody in here yet.
Right after I say that.
Oh, no, I'm sure that it probably will be. Let me just turn the volume down on my computer. There we go. All right, volume is down. All right, dude.
What's up, Xavier?
What's up, Xavier? See if I can figure out where is the chat at. There it is. We got Zupra. What's up?
What's going on, Zupra? Good to have you here.
It's Wavy Davy. What's going on? Jamie, what's up? Lisa, what's up? Patrick, what's going on? Sling Blade. I like my biscuits with mustard.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday, my crew. What is going on?
Catherine, what's going on?
I like that. Sling Blade said, What's up, Catherine? What's up, Steel Israel? DC Chet?
We're good. We're doing good, Xavier, man. How are you?
32 days. That is awesome, Xavier. Yeah, my crew, we finally got it working, it looks like. Sweeney Todd, what's going on? Good luck on your flight tomorrow to Iceland.
What's up, Kate?
What's up, Kate? Catherine, Stingray Beach. Thank you for popping in and saying hello today, my crew. I really appreciate you coming by. What's up, Jay Brash? Renee said she's on her way to Nashville to surprise the kids, grandkids while they're on spring break. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Miker says hit the like button. Yeah, do that, please. It helps. Helps
Thank
get the
you, my
video
crew.
out. Yeah, have you guys got any questions, anything you guys want us to discuss? Yeah, man. I think we're open.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. We could just start talking about something if you want, and wait till we get a question from everybody.
I'm down for whatever, man. What's up, Ruby?
Thank you so much, Xavier. He said both of us look really healthy right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Xavier.
Well, what you want to talk about, Slayer? What's been going on with you, man?
Man, just staying busy, man. I think today's 84 days now since my last drink. So I'm coming up on 3 months, man. I'm coming up on 3 months, and that's a big milestone for me.
That's awesome, man.
Steelers fan. Happy birthday, Steelers fan. That's pretty awesome, man.
Happy birthday, Steelers fan. Patrick Hennis said, when was the first time you guys had your first drink?
You want to answer that one first, man?
Yeah, I can answer that. My first drink when I was very, very young. I think I was 5 years old or something like that. My dad and I were doing yard work, and my dad had a beer, and he was drinking a beer, and he let me, drink some of his beer. And that was the first time I ever tasted alcohol. But first real drink, I was probably, I don't know, 11, 12 years old. The first time I ever really got drunk. What about you, Slayer?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like the first time that I ever drank, I mean, I was probably so young that I can't even remember it, to be honest. You know what I mean? But like
Yeah,
I have some memories of like being like 15, 16 years old, having, some drinks, and then 17, 18, I had my first drunk, and of course, that changed everything.
absolutely.
Uh I
Ruby
I
asked, go ahead.
I do drink coffee once in a blue moon, Tim.
Yeah, I saw that question. I drink coffee all the time. I'm drinking coffee right now as we speak. I've actually got creamer in my coffee today. I'm treating myself. Ruby asked, LD, before you got diagnosed, did you experience a burning sensation on your right side? I'm experiencing that. I'm so worried. Yeah, I used to feel that feeling in my right side every single day. And it was like a pain in my right hand side. And the only way I can explain it to is like my liver felt like it was like really heavy. Um, I just felt my liver there all the time. How about you, Slayer? Have you ever felt that?
Yeah, man. I mean, I have felt that on like my right side. I mean, what I've more experienced is like at times like super sharp pain, and I think that you've explained that, LD, like in some of your videos, man. I've experienced that before, but it's usually when I've been on a binge. Like I'll
Yeah,
experience it feels like someone stabs me right in the liver, man. It's scary.
yeah. No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I used to get that feeling all the time.
Let's see.
Uh, let's see. Let's see. Being you're late. I just got my audiology med school program, but thanks to y'all for helping me get clean from AUD to AUD of Doctor Audiology. That is so cool. Congratulations, my friend.
Yeah, congratulations.
It's Wavy Davy said, had my first coffee in months yesterday. That is awesome.
I've heard that like when you take a long break from coffee, apparently it's super euphoric when you come back to it again.
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't get coffee from places very often. I don't go buy coffee. I'm too cheap for that anyway. But
Me
I
too.
went I went to go hang out with my daughter the other day, which is crazy too, because we used to spend $20 on a shot. It that was like nothing. You didn't even think twice about it. But then you go to a coffee
Yup.
shop, you're like $8 for a cup of coffee. No way am I
No,
paying that.
no way.
Um but I went to Starbucks with my daughter the other day and got coffee when we were out having lunch, man. And I'm not gonna lie, man, I don't know what they do. I guess they put a lot more caffeine in their coffee, but dude, I was like jacked from that coffee. I felt so euphoric off of that coffee. I don't know what was going on with that, man.
I know exactly what you mean, man.
I saw somebody said coffee contains roach particles. I just saw that the other day too. They were talking about that all of our coffee in America has roaches in it if it's ground up already. Let's see here. I cannot scroll up on this chat for whatever reason, so I'm just gonna go here to it. Let's see. Movie recommendation from Ratchet: The Way Back, starring Ben Affleck as an alcoholic basketball coach. I've heard about that. I need to check that movie out. If you guys have never seen that movie, Flight, that's another really good movie with Denzel Washington. Uh, Xavier said black coffee's enough. Yeah, that's usually what I drink. Or Lisa Bella said, "What is your favorite brand of coffee and flavor?" I like French roast, and I drink whatever the cheapest I can get. Like my favorite is Black Rifle, and it's the Sasquatch Black Rifles Tactisquatch, but it's expensive. I don't drink it that often.
What's that Joe Rogan coffee?
Yeah, it is. Kristen said, if you don't have shakes from not having a drink, you have not experienced it. Yeah. Hot Penny says, is this your second marriage, LD? No, I've only been married one time. I've been married for 25 years, I think. I can't. We just had our anniversary. I don't even remember. Jack said, good evening, tall guy from. I've missed that. Sorry, Jack. I cannot scroll up on this chat for whatever reason. I'm sorry I missed your micro. You know what? I did funny analyze labels to avoid the junk, but didn't think twice. Yeah, exactly. Patrick said a great perk of quitting is the money you save. Yeah, for real. You want to go ahead and read one of these questions, Slayer?
Yeah, man. Micro says, oh shit, I just popped me all the way down to the bottom. Jack says, glad to catch the live stream. Seems to work for once. Is it working, guys? Is it not freezing and stuff?
I don't think it is, man.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's not
That's
doing that because the last time, every time we spoke, it would freeze up.
wow. Well, if it's not doing that, that's awesome. That makes me super happy. Xavier says I used to smoke cigs like hell and drink alcohol all day until night until 2 a.m. Doctors got injection. Yeah, man, it's horrible. That's active addiction for you right there. Official Nirvana says, can you all believe Chuck Norris died? Yeah, did you hear about that, man? Chuck Norris passed away this morning.
No,
Yup. Yeah, man, I
I
woke
didn't.
up to that.
I did not know that, man.
Yeah, it's just it's a sign of the times, man. We're all getting older. It's really sad, honestly.
Yeah, it is, man.
Um, Bling Blade says, love that coffee, LD. Mel says he barely looks 30. Well, I barely am 30. That's probably why. Um, Xavier says, I'm done with alcohol 33 days tomorrow, but for cigs, I'm cutting down. I can't stop completely today.
33.
Nice, nice. That's awesome, Xavier. And yeah, man, smoking cigs, man. You know, I smoked for a long time, dude. It's a tough habit to quit.
It
Sherry
is.
says, have either of you had esophagus burn and stomach burn, even though you're sober? Yup, absolutely.
Yeah.
Jack, yes, working. Siesta live stream is perfect this time. That's awesome to hear, guys. Um, Abby says, you guys should do another live soon. Got to go to work, having a great day. Yeah, we will. I think
It's
me and
going to be
LD,
recorded too.
yeah, yup, you can rewatch these at any time. You want to take the next few, man?
Yeah, sure. Wavy Davis said no. And then he said, OMG. I don't know what that means. Xavier said I had yellow eyes before even my friend pointed that out and was like, damn, your eyes are yellow. Stop 33 days, now it's gone. I hope everything's fine. Took milk thistle to detox the liver. A lot of people take milk thistle. You know, it's one of those things. Speak to your doctor about that before you go taking those. I mean, I'm just saying. I talked to my doctor about it, and he told me not to. I think what happens is the milk thistle actually works for people that don't have liver problems, but it can make your liver work overtime, and you don't want to do that with liver issues. But do whatever works for you. I'm not a doctor. Ratchet said, "Oh, do you think if your wife had divorced you, would it have been a wake-up call or just sent you down the hole faster? I would be dead. If my wife had left me, I just would have drank myself to death." And Mel Udell said, "No, I meant LD, not you that looked like you're almost 30. They were saying that's me." Thank you so
Oh,
much, my
okay.
friend. That's a compliment because I'm getting up there close to 50 now. Um, Chuck Norris didn't die, he just became the Reaper himself. The Reaper's got nunchucks now.
They just transformed, right? He ascended.
Getting over sucks, but it's a blessing too. It is. I'm so much happier at my age now, and with the maturity that I have. I was so immature for so many years, my whole entire life. Darren, what's up? Slothful Bear, what's up? We have got comments out the yin yang today. Thank you guys for everybody commenting.
Yeah, man. Thank you for
Um,
everybody being here and hanging out.
Cherry said, "Do you ever take Pepto-Bismol for indigestion? I heard if you have cirrhosis, you should not be taking it." I do not take Pepto-Bismol. Never have. Never been a fan of it. But I believe you're right because I think Pepto-Bismol might have aspirin in it. I'm not sure. But I've heard the same thing. You wanna go from there, Slayer?
Yeah. What's up, Taylor? Good to see you here. Uh, Xavier, I embarrassed myself, said do things I never do to people. Alcohol is such a devil. For real, I'm lucky I still have my loved ones. Yeah, I talked about this in my recent video or one of my recent live streams. You know how they say, like, oh, the real you comes out when you're drinking. Well, yeah, maybe when you're like 2 or 3 drinks deep. But when we're
Yeah,
wasted drunk, that's not the real us, guys. That is not the real us. We do say, and act in ways that we would never act in a million years. Ross says, thanks, LD and Slayer, for all you are doing for the sober people and all the alcohol addicted out there that want the recovery and change. Yeah, well, thank you, Ross, for being here and watching, my friend. Cal says,
Thank you.
did your friend group change when you got sober? Oh yeah, 100%. You too.
I don't have any friends.
Yeah, exactly, man. Yeah, I don't hang out with pretty much any of the old people that I used to. You can't.
Yeah, no, you can't. I lost all my friends. I've got a couple people. I mean, I'm friends with everybody here, of course, but I don't
Right.
see these people. I don't go hang out with them and have dinner with them or anything like that. And I never was somebody like that anyway, but I don't have anybody I hang around with anymore because everybody I know drinks or uses. I mean,
I can
and
count
that's
on one
just
hand the amount of friends that I have, like real friends, right?
me too. I think one of the things is too is that after quitting drinking, you start to realize that a lot of those people that you hung out with, you were just hanging around with them because y'all all used or drank together, and that
Yep.
is the only thing that you guys actually had in common. And then you get sober, and then I don't have anything in common with this person.
No,
They're not even on the same wavelength as me, so it's just different.
it is.
Um, and you realize too, like when you're drinking, those conversations end up being so ridiculous. You talk about stupid stuff that doesn't mean anything, and it just bar talk. I hate bar talk now. Like I seriously hate it.
You both think that you're like inventing and coming up with the future and everything else, and then
Yeah,
you
solving
wake up
all
the
the
next
world's
day.
problems.
Yeah, yep, we're gonna start this project, we're gonna start this business, we're gonna do this, we're gonna save the
Yeah,
world. You wake up the next day and all that's out the window.
exactly. Uh,
Kate
Kate
says
said,
Oh, go ahead,
"Go
man.
ahead." All right, I'll do it. Kate said, "What are your most liver healing foods?" I think just organic fruits and vegetables and lean proteins and drinking lots of water and coffee is what black coffee is really good for your liver. The black coffee thing, I mean, this has been scientifically proven. They have done tests on this and they have seen, that black coffee actually does help repair the liver. But I think just cutting out alcohol, not taking acetaminophen or ibuprofen or any of those types of things, trying to cut out all over-the-counter medications and just eating as clean as you possibly can. No seed oils, no high fructose corn syrup. If it says this contains GMO or, genetically modified, don't eat it. Um, just stuff like that. Darren Grundy said, "Hi, just want to give massive respect for what you both have been through and what you're doing for the community. I'm 10 years sober. I ended up a life support, but smashing life now. Congratulations, Darren. That is so
Congratulations, Darren.
awesome." Melody said, "What is the best way to tell your loved ones that you're concerned about their drinking?" That is a good question. You want to take that one, Slayer?
Man, that's a tough question, right?
It
Um,
is.
that's a really tough question. Because we're so defensive and especially in early sobriety, like, or in active addiction, we don't want to hear any of that. We don't want to hear that someone's concerned about our drinking.
No.
So just in like very slight, minor ways, right? Just have you thought about cutting back? Point out some of the health benefits, to them, because whenever we're overbearing with that stuff, they get defensive. That's how I used to be. People would come up, "Hey Slayer, have you thought about cutting back?" I don't, what? No, man, I don't need to hear it, man. I don't have a
Yeah.
problem. I don't need to hear this. I get all pissed off, and it's just be, kind about it. And I think that's the best way to go with it. Sodium says,
Yeah.
"Looking good, gentlemen." Thank you, man. Uh,
Thank you.
Hot Penny says, "I saw Gordon Ramsay drink a bottle of Pepto on hot wings." Great.
I saw he was putting like lime juice in his mouth and all kinds of weird stuff.
Mel is wondering, did y'all end up doing drugs at times too while drinking? I never was into drugs, but I was drinking. All bets were off. I've mostly stuck to the bottle. The bottle's always been my drug of choice. But yeah, of course, you start drinking, something gets passed around, your inhibitions go out the window, and you end up doing things that you usually wouldn't do.
Yeah. I'm right there
Same
with
with
you.
you,
I
man.
did Same thing, man. Wasn't big on them, but if they were there and I was drinking, you better know I was doing it. And the problem is that the people that I used to hang around with all did drugs. So I didn't
Right.
hang out with them like that a lot, because I was always working. But when I did, and it was there, I partaked, and yeah. But it never became something that was like a big part of my life. How about you?
No, never. Nope.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
didn't
even
really
tried
ever
some of
care.
like I've never even tried the white stuff before. I say that to people and it like blows their mind. They're like, "What? Never?" It's like, "Nah, man. No, never. I've tried different things, but I've never tried that." Cuz I knew I would love it too much, right? I already knew I was a full-blown alcoholic and it's like, "Man, if I try
Yeah.
this, I'll end up dying or something."
You sound like Joe Rogan right now. He always says that. He said that if he was scared to try it because he knew he would probably like it too much.
Well, I've just heard that like it's a superpower when it comes to drinking, right?
Man, it'll wake you right up. You could be,
Yep.
I mean, blackout, seeing double, and as soon as it's like you're awake, and you can
Yeah.
keep drinking.
Yeah, I've been around it. That's what all my friends would experience. It's like, yeah.
Not safe, back in those days when I was fooling around with it. I mean, we're talking about, in the 90s and the early 2000s, now, man, I wouldn't trust any of that stuff. It's
Well,
all,
yeah. Get laced with fentanyl and
yep.
did you see, man, have you ever seen that Facebook page, The Drunken Migos? Have you seen that? Do you know what I'm
No.
talking about?
Uh-uh.
Apparently I mean, like the people in it are like full blown alcoholics, but the one dude just got like arrested and like charged for like drug trafficking, fentanyl and all this different stuff. Pretty
Really?
crazy.
Are those
Yeah.
the guys that are always cooking tacos on a flat
Yeah.
top and they drink? Oh, yeah, I've seen those
Yeah.
guys. And they
Yeah,
make big
man.
drinks, like big
Yep.
crazy drinks and stuff. Yeah. There's another guy that I've seen. He's got like tattoos all over his face. He's completely tatted out and he's sober now. And he'll sit in his car. I guess he used to have like a channel where he made drinks. And
Really.
he gets those super big cups at the gas station, and then he gets like, one of those little ball, the like I can't remember what they're called, but it's like a little ball drink. You can
Mm-hmm.
buy them at the liquor store. It's like 18% alcohol or something, but he would take like one of those, pour it in the cup, and then put a couple of shooters in there and then fill it up with soda. He does that now. He'll make this big drink and then he pours it out the window. He's like, "Well, I'm not
Oh,
drinking that anymore."
that's cool.
Let's see here. Micro said, "Don't feel bad. Solid friends are tough to come by. They are." It's Wavy Davy said, "My best friend and close three friends passed within a couple of years. I'm sorry, my friend." Lisa said, "My husband passed in June 2024 from kidney disease and he was sober. Talked to someone yesterday who told me how much my husband helped him try to get sober. I am so sorry for your loss. May your husband rest in peace."
Yeah, I'm
Christian
sorry to hear
said, "The
that.
real me definitely does not come out when I'm drunk. I turn into a demon. That's who I really am. My personality changes for the worse when I drink. I'm sorry, my friend, but thank you for sharing." Ron's mom, "Hey guys, just a quick visit for me." What's up, Ron's mom? Thank you for
What's up,
being
Ron's
here.
mom?
I'm gonna read Xavier and then you want to read Siesta Steve after that and go from there, Slayer?
Yeah,
Are you
let's do it.
following? You see it?
Yep.
Okay. Xavier, the scariest was when I blacked out. People told me I did the most craziest things ever and scolded, got aggressive, harsh words. I don't remember any of it. Ruined many friendships and relations. Man, I'm sorry, Xavier, but thank you for sharing that, man.
Siesta says bar talk is mindless yapping, and then you forget about what you talked about. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
That's what we were saying earlier. It's like you think that you're coming up with all this different cool stuff. You wake up the next day and half of it you don't even remember. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, we forget about what we talked about the next day exactly. Jack says the term broccoli is kind of funny for weed. Yeah. What's up, suspect? Good to have you
What's
here.
up, suspected crab?
Or suspected crab. My bad. Uh, Uh, let's see here. Xavier says I had 100 friends. I lost 90 due to alcohol. Yup. Yep. That's what happens, unfortunately.
Me too.
Yeah, Scott. Unfortunately, Chuck Norris passed away, which is really sad.
It is.
Hot Penny says drinking made me a bit confrontational. That would be when I was brave enough to be rehash every side. Oh yeah, that's common. I think for everyone. I'm sure you experienced that too, right, man?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm not an aggressive person, but when I would drink, that's when I would get aggressive with people.
Yeah, and all of a sudden now it's like we're calling up people, starting problems at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we haven't seen this
Exactly.
person in two
Yep.
years.
Mhm. You remember that night that we went out and you said this and that to me? I'm so angry at you, and they're like, "What are you even talking about, man?"
I'd send like friends like, "Oh, you're such a piece of garbage. I haven't heard from you, and blah 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 blah." And like they
Yep.
just text back like, "So how much did you drink?" Like they just instantly know. It's like, well, he's
Exactly.
drunk.
Yep.
Linda says, "Hey guys, so cool. You guys are doing this together. Great team. Keep up the inspiration to us. Thanks so much for all you do and stay sober." Well, thank you, Linda.
Absolutely.
Mel says, "Thanks for doing the live this morning, you guys. Anyone dealing with alcoholic or addict, I refer to Al Anon as someone in AA now who wishes I had that resource long ago in my life." Yeah, my mom actually went to Al Anon for a little bit. It really wasn't for her. Do you have any experience with Al Anon?
No, I don't.
It's like AA for family members, basically.
Yeah.
Kate says, "Let them know how much you love them without judgment." You want to take the next few, man?
Yeah. Jamie said, "I wish I could introduce your content to a few of my friends before they passed due to cirrhosis. It may have saved their lives. It saved mine." Thank you so much for saying that, Jamie, and I'm so sorry. It's Wavy Davy. Good question. I had polysubstance abuse issues. Erica said maybe ask them if they were concerned about their drinking. I think most of us were concerned deep down. Absolutely. Quit them too, lol. I got you, Wavy Davy. Patrick said my girlfriend left me while I was drinking. She gave me an ultimatum, either the beer or her. Didn't want to make the choice in that moment because I wanted both, so she left me after 3 years.
Yup.
I my wife told me the same thing, and I kept choosing alcohol. Xavier said there's actually any specific reasons why on why alcoholics like us, once we start, we can't stop. That's a good question. I honestly think that, our receptors, I guess it's your GABA receptors that are affected by alcohol. Maybe our receptors have a higher affinity to, the alcohol binding to them, to the GABA receptor. I'm not sure, but I would imagine there is something there that's genetic that causes that. Because I mean, look at like the Native American population and the problem with alcoholism in that community, and a lot of the reservations don't even sell alcohol on them because the natives have such a high affinity for being alcoholic. So I definitely believe there's a genetic component that's involved in this. Only me, OG. Good morning, y'all. I hope y'all are doing good. Let's stay sober just for a day. Absolutely.
One day at a time.
Mel said it's a disease of addiction, man. Yep. Hot penny drugs are harder to find. Alcohol is 24/7 available. You are exactly right. It's Wavy Davy, LD Slayer. What did you guys think about AANA? I didn't care for it. Thank you so much for the super thanks, Xavier. That's so nice of you. I really appreciate that. Um, you want to read the next one? Or you want me to keep going?
I'll get the next one, and I'll to Wavy Davy. Yeah, I mean, I've been to a lot of meetings that I don't care for. I've had to really shop around and to find. I only go to like a couple meetings a week, like 2 or 3 meetings a week. It took me years to find those meetings. I've been to some really bad ones.
Yeah.
Xavier says, but I think AA can be an awesome thing for people
Yeah,
newly in
absolutely. It
sobriety.
works for some people. Some people,
Yes,
it really works for them. It just didn't work for
absolutely.
me.
It's not for everybody. Xavier says alcohol versus drugs. Alcohol is the number one hardest to quit compared to other drugs from majority of people's experience. Well, yeah, I think it can be, but I think that's also person to person, right? Like the individual. Uh, Because I've met people that could care less about drinking. They have one beer and they don't even finish it. There's that much left at the bottom of the beer. That's a foreign language to us. I don't
Man, you are
understand
not
that.
kidding.
Trav says I've been so.
Never understood that.
No, man, nah. It's like, how can there be some like wine left in a glass, right? Let alone any left in the bottle.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I've been. Trav says I've been sober for 2 years, 3 months. You both have been so much help. Congratulations, Trav. That's awesome, man. Suspected crab. For me, I went from beer to hard liquor because I drank so much beer I couldn't stand the smell and taste anymore. Couldn't keep it down. When I switched to vodka, it was all downhill. They're blackouts. Yup. I can totally relate to that. At a certain point of alcoholism, when you drink beer, all it does is bloat you and make you sick because you're just so sick all the time. So, less liquid, the better. What's up, Stephanie? Uh, Siesta says, doesn't that guy, the one with the face tats, get liver disease? Do you know, man?
I'm not sure. I don't know if he did have liver disease or not.
Uh, Stephanie says, hit that like button. Uh,
Thank you.
what's up, Wort? Jack says it was a good video about jaundice LD. What's up, Lewis? You want to take the next couple, man?
Sure, man. Thank you so much, Jack. And hello, Wirt. Hope you're having a great day today. What's up, Louis Duran? Tammy, I did heroin a couple of times while me and were split. I told him instead of appreciating my honesty, he labeled me a hardcore drug addict and told the kids. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend, but thank you for sharing. Ratchet bars are so blank loud and you have to scream over the music to talk, so I can't hear anyone ever. Yeah. Progress. Hello from Greece, boys. Ron's mom, and hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Progress. Wolfdom. Getting blackout drunk is no fun. No, it is
Nope.
not. And waking up the next morning not remembering what you did the night before is not a good feeling.
It's horrible.
Tammy, my weakness prescription was Xanax. Xanax is a huge issue in this country. I know somebody right now that's been on that prescription for like 20 years, and they're never going to be able to get off of it. And the person that I know is prescribed this, and they take like 3 bars a day. Um, Golly, man. And like doesn't feel anything when they take it at all. It's just, they have to take it now because they've been on it for so long. I knew people that used to take that and drink, and they would completely black out. No memory of what had happened before the night before. Those pills,
So
those Xanax, are
dangerous.
like a memory eraser.
So dangerous.
Let's party all the time. Coming up on 30 days tomorrow, and I haven't gone past that in 25 years. Congratulations. I always go back after the countdown is over, not this time. Thanks for all you do. Much love from Detroit. That's so awesome, my friend. Congrats
Yeah.
on that.
Congratulations, brother.
Fresh Savant relapsed 2 days ago. Not easy staying sober. Hey, it's part of the game, my friend. I completely understand. Just pick yourself back up and just keep trying. Don't give up hope. You can do it. I believe in you. Stephanie, what's up, my friend? Yeah, I'm in a good woman's Al-Anon group. A lot of women have domestic violence issues in their families too. I'm sorry, but thank you for sharing that. Xavier, it's only 33 days. I have achieved so much in life. I can't believe I wasted 9 years drinking for nothing. I know exactly what you mean. Things improve so much after you get sober. Your life, just like everything starts to fall into place. And something I've always thought about is, you know, when it gets to that point when our lives start to improve so much when we get sober, I feel like sometimes, especially for myself, and maybe other people can relate to this, but like I've got this like self-destructive tendency where I'm like I would
Yep.
get start things would start to improve and I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, my life's getting too good. I've got to throw a
Self-sabotage.
wrench into this. Things have got to get back to being messed up and crazy again, and then I'd go back and drink, and then everything fell apart, and I was back in my comfort zone again. You know what
We're
I mean?
addicted to that chaos, man.
It, Addicted to the chaos. Yeah, you're
We're
exactly
addicted to the
right.
whole lifestyle that comes along with being an alcoholic, right?
You're right. Ron's mom, congrats on newly sober. Absolutely. Hot penny, all psych meds are no joke. Yeah. Nick, quitting alcohol and caffeine at the same time. Oh my goodness. Well, congratulations. Good luck on that one. Christian Wallen, I'm wondering why people get so blank loud when they're drunk. Why are people screaming and shouting to each other when they're drunk? Why can't we just talk in normal volume? I don't know, but that's a good question, and it's true. The volume just starts picking up as soon as people start drinking. Tammy, I'm gonna read this one. I'll read this and Ocean Girl. You want to read them after that? It's Sarah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alcohol and drug use is definitely genetic. Yeah, I believe so as well. Ocean Girl. Hey guys, so good to see y'all. LD, you and the family have to come to Topsail Beach, North Carolina. Remember me. Ocean Girl, I do remember you, and I thank you so much for the invite. Can you get on any one of my videos? Go to the description. The link to my email is right there. It's liver disease 2023 at ymail.com. Send me an email, or it might be at yahoo.com. Either way, it's in the link to the description. Send me an email. I'd love to chat with you.
Sarah says, I love your channel. Thank you. Your real life stories are so relatable. I've lived through such similar situations, so it helps to know I'm not alone. I'm 5 months sober now.
Congratulations on 5 months.
Congratulations, Sarah. That is a huge achievement. Hot Penny
Absolutely.
says they put me on gabapentin to prevent relapse. That stuff really hurt to get off of. Now I have my little. Yeah, I've been put on gabapentin before too. I didn't really ever take it though. It's Wavy Davy. Thank you for clearing that up. I don't care for meetings. I found my own little system. Yeah, it's different for each and every single one of us. Tammy says AA, NA is way to make more drug connections unless you're serious about recovery. Yeah, I actually heard that when I was in rehab, Tammy. Some of the people that were going to the NA meeting said that there's
I've
always
heard
like
that too.
dealers. Yeah, there's dealers there waiting, like for people to
That is
show up.
insane. That
That
is
is
so
insane.
sad, man.
Could you imagine if we showed up to an AA meeting and there was a dude standing outside with liquor bottles shoved in his jacket? You know what I mean?
Or somebody sitting out front of an AA meeting with a mobile bar parked right in the front.
Yeah, it's so messed up.
Yeah, that
Wavy
really
Davy says,
is, man.
sorry to hear that, Hot Penny. Colton says, how many MG a day did you take if you don't mind me? Oh, okay. Melody says, this might be too personal, but do either of you have ADHD or bipolar? Some people
Yeah.
use alcohol to calm their brains. I've never been
Yep.
diagnosed with ADHD, but I'm pretty positive that I have it. You know, I think a lot of
I've
people
been
who have,
diagnosed with it when I was a teenager. And that I told the story about how I was placed on Ritalin for my ADD and I abused it. I didn't take it. I kept saving them because I didn't like the way it made me feel. And then one day I scratched off the little stuff on the outside and put them up my nose and ended up overdosing on them.
I think a lot of people who have alcoholism probably have ADHD, it seems like.
I think so too. I think majority of us probably do. And we're
Ka
self-medicating
says,
with the alcohol.
oh, yep, absolutely. Ka says, that's what I tell everyone. I could not open a bottle of wine without finishing it. Yeah, if we open a bottle, we're gonna finish the whole thing.
Yep.
Miker says, I remember once having a discussion with someone who said they drink for the taste. My response, I'm not getting a buzz. There's no point in drinking. Yeah, I've always said that I think that people who say that they drink for I never drank for the taste.
I like the
Patrick,
taste of it. I'm not gonna lie, I like the taste of it.
I mean, some beer was all right, but like, I don't know. Patrick says, I even heard bartenders say that they hate serving alcoholics at a bar because they know it's not good. Has to be hard for them, but it's their job.
Yeah.
Mel says, my sister went on Ozempic. She is a chronic alcoholic and has the bloated belly of an alcoholic. She thinks the Ozempic will help. It's so hard to see someone you love living in a delusional world.
I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't think the Ozempic is gonna help with ascites.
No.
I think your sister needs to speak with a doctor so they can see if that because the bloated belly, that could be fluid and ascites. Um, the Ozempic is not going to help get that away.
No.
You want me to read from here?
Yeah.
All
Do.
right. Ben said you're more than receptor sensitivity. I think OCD, HDA, accelerated addiction potential. I started the case of beer. Might as well finish it. Same with the snack foods like chips or gambling and other addictions. That's a good point. Xavier said, I really bless you guys for helping lots of people and stopping alcohol. I promise to follow your footsteps. And if God wills, we can have coffee someday. I'm trying to be a millionaire now since I've stopped. Hey, you got it, Xavier. Go for it. And you're so welcome, my friend. Fresh Savant, much love to y'all. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much, my friend. Jack said, I got Valium and Rufinol prescribed. So much about that. Roofie, wow. Swavey Ben and True with ADHD. Yeah, Xavier. No one stayed with me when I wanted to quit. Only my wife and family, my friends. None cared to talk to me, even though they were my friends. Suspected Crab said, "What was the same? Was it the same for you guys? As soon as you finish your last drink, you get so depressed and sad, and you just go to sleep because there's no point staying up so bad, man. Yeah,
Yep.
it was like that for me too for a long time." Mike said, "I watched a documentary on opiates and how many people start off taking pills due to an injury or postpartum. When they are stuck, then they are stuck. Doctors made it seem like taking pills would get them addicted. Yeah, there's a lot of people addicted to opiates, especially in America. I saw something that America, we consume like basically all of the opiates in the world. We're like 10 times the amount of any other country. It's insane. Um, Ocean Girl said, "Oh, and I am Colton. To any young people, if you ever get prescribed anything, do your research. Absolutely.
Yep.
Ocean Girl, you both look so good. Thank you so much, Ocean Girl.
Thank you.
Swavy Davy, good advice. And I am Colton. I am Colton. Yes, you're right. My crew, the point is to get people addicted so they always have money in their pockets. Yes, to see, you said. Thoughts on how to be okay with peace and not the chaos? You know, that's a good question. And I think that getting sober and sitting in silence, I think, is, just being by yourself, sitting in silence, reading a book, going on a walk alone, going out into nature and getting used to that life. You got to give your brain a chance to break away from that. And like I said, I think just spending time by yourself and getting comfortable being alone. Because if you're not comfortable with yourself being alone, you're never gonna be comfortable with anything. I think that's a really important thing to do is just get comfortable being by yourself, and everything else will fall into place from there. Um, Tammy said my Xanax used to make me still, but not anymore. I understand. You want to go from here with Xavier?
Xavier says, same, bro. It's addictive when things go well, so I think we can just go back to a big mistake, never falling for that again. Devil is real. Yeah, we always trick ourselves into thinking that it will be different this time and we'll be able to control it. And, it's not going to completely blow up my life like it has every other time, and on and on and on. And it always does.
Yep.
Kate says, I was addicted to benzos in my younger years. The withdrawal was terrifying. I went to detox to stay safe. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard that benzo withdrawal is absolutely horrific. It's compared
Absolutely
to
horrific.
alcohol. It's like alcohol withdrawal. Those are the ones that can take our lives, guys.
They both
Those are the
affect the
worst.
same receptors.
Yeah, the both affect the GABA receptors. Um,
Yeah.
Ron's mom says yes, chaos is part of it for sure. Oh, absolutely. Uh, Kiv says I'm addicted to nicotine and oxys. I'm really sorry to hear that. Um,
Yeah.
Erica says Megadeth has a song called "Addicted to Chaos." Ocean Girl will tell you. Hispanic Cracker says hi from Tampa. What's going on? Uh, Sodium Light says, haha, Slayer wanted to say effing awesome. Kate says, the loss of inhibition alcohol causes makes us say stupid things loudly. Yeah, I think we've all been there. I think we can all relate. Even people that don't have a drinking problem can relate to getting drunk and doing and saying something that they really regret. Valerie says, "Great to see you both." It's good to see you, Valerie.
Great to see you too.
Mel says, "I feel like everyone in treatment was on a bunch of gabapentin. I was on 1,800 milligrams a day for over a year. Messed me up. Glad I'm off it now." Yeah,
Wow.
when I was in rehab, me and one other guy were the only two people in there not taking pills, being prescribed from the rehab, which I thought was crazy. It's like, oh, okay, we're coming to rehab, but here's 25 pills to get addicted to, right?
They
Wild.
got to keep you coming back, man.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Xavier says, I have ADHD. Yes, I used to take ADHD medication and drank. Uh, Wavy Davy says, same here, was never diagnosed. Oh, SED. I'm going to Horizons next month. I have enough doctors right now. Toby says, just wanted to say thank you, both of you guys, for encouraging us to be better versions of ourselves. God bless both of you and your families. God bless you as
God
well,
bless you
brother.
too.
Thank you, man. I'll
You're
do
so welcome.
Christians, and then if you want to take the next few, man.
Yeah.
Christian says all alcoholics seem to have ADHD. No joke, you guys both have it. I have it. Every alcoholic I talk to seems to have it. Seems to be a clear connection there. Yeah, I would probably agree with that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it seems to be the truth.
Yep. All right, Xavier. Yes, a lot of people with ADHD has an alcohol problem, binge drinking problem. Yeah, I believe it's a huge connection. Cindy's journey. What's up?
What's up,
Yeah,
Cindy?
we were just talking about Chuck Norris. Um, Trinka. Hello, LD and Slayer. Many big hugs from Belgium. Glad to see both of you.
What's up,
Hello,
Trinka?
Trinka. Thank you so much. Tony, sup, guys? Start time here. What's up, Tony?
What's going on,
Trinka and
Tony?
Slayer, you are doing great. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, Trinka.
Kate, there are some promising new studies that Ozempic can help treat diabetes, but not full-blown cirrhosis societies. Yes, and they're also saying now that Ozempic can help with addiction. They have been finding there is a link between because they've been giving Ozempic and these other I can't remember what the class of drugs are called, but they've noticed that these people that are taking those drugs are not they're losing their interest for alcohol while they're on them, and they're actually starting to give people things like Ozempic off label for addiction, and it seems to be working. Um, I cannot remember where I'm at here. Oh, here we go. Tony said, "Happy y'all doing okay." Thank you so much, Tony. Ocean Girl Slayer, so worried about you. You have this buddy. I truly think about you every day.
Thank you, Ocean Girl.
Thank you so much, Siesta Steve, for the super thanks. I really appreciate that. Siesta Steve said, I got to get back to work, but we appreciate both of y'all so much. Keep killing it. Thank you so much, my friend. Where are we? Here we go. It's Wavy Davy. Yes, silence is key. Some R&R, reading, and/or music. I like to walk a lot. Me too. I love going walking, especially throwing in some earbuds, listen to an audiobook or a podcast. Ratchet, how bad are your bathroom visits nowadays? What do you mean, like number two? Because if that's the case, like I'm squared away now. I don't have any issues there really. Used to. What in the
What the
world did you
heck?
do to your?
I
You
don't
gotta
I don't know what just happened.
you hit green screen some way or another. You can just leave it, man, or put something like put Trump in the background or something.
I don't even know how I did that. I didn't even mean to do that. I was like plugging my phone in, and my finger tapped the screen, and now that
Well, now you have to put a cool background back there, dude.
what the heck?
It's all good.
Hold on a second. There's got to be a way to fix this.
I think it's
You
that
can
little
keep.
star. Look on your right hand side of your screen, and there's like a little star, and there's also like a little wand. Tap that little wand and see if that'll take you out of it.
No.
I'm gonna keep reading stuff while you figure
Yeah,
out your green
just keep
screen
reading
there.
while I check this out.
All right. Cindy's Journey said, I love and respect both of you. I love you too, Cindy. Thank you so much. Xavier, you both had jaundice before? I have. I don't think Slayer ever has. Have you had the jaundice?
No.
Okay. Nick said, "I'm so glad I get to enjoy my night and wake up Saturday
there,
morning feeling good."
there we
Yeah.
go. Okay, I'm out of the green.
Awesome. You fix it. What was it?
It's down here on the bottom.
Was it the little star?
No, it's like
Oh, you did it again.
you see, it's right above the little star thing.
Oh, okay.
Can I put this picture of
Yeah.
like it's a picture of me?
Heck yeah, dude. That's what's
Okay, I'm
up,
done.
man.
I'll stop messing around.
Don't put any naked pictures of yourself on there by accident or something.
Yeah, it's the YouTube live gets taken down.
Yeah, exactly. You ever been like showing somebody pictures in your phone and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, you showed them the wrong thing. You're like
Oh
scrolling
shoot!
through. Didn't I mean to show
Oh
you that?
oh wow! Look at Let's Party with a $50 super chat.
What? Uh-oh, I scrolled up too far. Wow, thank you so much, Let's Party. That is so nice of you.
That's pretty awesome.
That is so nice. Thank you so much, my friend.
Give
I
that a
really
thumbs up.
appreciate that.
Where were we, man?
I'm about to find it in just a second. I'm gonna put in a little reply here. You want to just scroll to the bottom and just,
Just start from there.
yeah, just find somewhere.
Uh, Distance says, "What is jaundice?" That's where like
I
fluid.
I just did a full video on that yesterday. Go check that
Yeah,
video out.
yeah, I was gonna say LD just did a video on that. Toby says you guys should both start a gaming channel or something.
A gaming a gaming channel?
Fun little fact, Toby. I used to have a gaming channel back in the day when I was like 12. So,
What would we get? What is a gaming channel? What is that?
you basically just like record yourself playing video games. Like you get a mic and then you can have your voice over it. And I mean, I feel like that used to be huge. I mean, I'm sure it's still huge, but I feel like
Oh,
that
so like we
genre.
would be playing like Call of Duty with our
Yeah,
headphones on, and we just like talk crap the whole time, and people watch
yeah.
us play video games and listen. That would be
I,
we should do that, man.
I mean, hey,
I'd
if you
smoke
guys,
you on, dude. I'd smoke you on Call of
whoa,
Duty,
whoa,
man.
whoa, 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 whoa,
I'm
hold on a
telling you,
second.
man.
Hold on
And
a
I run
second.
around with the 50 caliber sniper rifle the whole time,
Whoa,
dude.
dude, dude, hold on a second. I got Master Prestige in Black Ops 3, man.
All
Come
right,
on
all
now.
right, all
We're
right.
gonna have to make this happen. How many of you guys want to see a Call of Duty match?
I'm
Let
down,
us
man.
know.
I will smoke you, man. And I don't even
Dude,
play video games like that.
let's make it happen, man. I mean,
All of a
let's
sudden,
make
you're
it
just gonna be
happen.
out there and just right in the head.
So you're a no scoper. You do 360
No,
no
I use a
scopes.
scope. I use scope, but
Oh,
I
you
just
do.
bring it up
Oh,
real
quick scope.
fast and yeah,
Quick
real
scope.
quick. You gotta be fast to do that, man.
Dude,
I probably couldn't do it now.
look at all the people saying that we have to do this. Look at
All
this.
right, I'm
We have to
down,
make this
man.
happen at some point. Like, we'll
We
figure it
have to
out,
make it
guys.
happen. We're
The
gonna
Call
have
of
to
Duty
do it now.
match. The Call of Duty match of the ages.
Y'all wanna see Slayer get smoked?
We're making this happen. We're making this happen.
We're gonna make it happen, dude.
Um,
Uh,
where are we?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna start here, Wavy Davy. Yes, societies is fluid buildup in the middle region. You can get it in the. I can't pronounce that word.
Peritoneum.
Yeah, Slayer. Why do you think you have ADHD if you were never diagnosed?
Just because of the way that I act, my mood, I'm all over the place. I have a ton of energy. When I'm not in active addiction, I'm a very, very productive person.
Yeah, man. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna scroll on here. I'm scrolling to the bottom. I'm just gonna start somewhere. Jack said, "I'd like to see you gaming." I think we're gonna do this.
Yeah, man, we got to make this happen.
Over the counter culture, you should go old school and play GoldenEye on the N64.
That'd be cool.
That would
That'd
be
be cool.
cool. Being you're late. Start that gaming channel. I want to see y'all play Call of Duty. Mel said men get giddy about video games like women get about Starbucks. I get giddy about Starbucks too. What are you talking about? Trinka said, LD, I want to see you cook on camera. If you go back on my channel, there's actually videos of me cooking, but I'm gonna have to do another video of me doing making some food. It would be cool to do it like once a week and like just do some like liver healthy food for people to see, like some recipes and do some original recipes too. Um, Toby said, I'll help increase your guys' exposure and help get more people get sober and stop spending money on alcohol and its medical treatments after excessive usage. Thank you so much, Toby. That would be awesome. Homebody, what is up, my friend? I'm glad to see you both again. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, my friend. Miss Wavy Davy said, haven't played Call of Duty in so long. Me either. I haven't played that
Yeah,
game and
it's
I
been
have no
years.
idea. Me too. Patrick drinking calls the Dr. Jekyll and Miss Hyde effect. Yeah, for real. Toby said, imagine liver disease playing Fortnite. I've never played Fortnite before.
No.
Suspected Crab said, you all going to play GTA 6? LOL when it comes out. Only game I look forward to, honestly. I don't think it's ever coming out, my friend.
Yeah,
You
I
want to
think
go?
they're just gonna keep trolling.
I think so too. You want to go from here with Siesta Steve?
Not gonna lie, I miss the LD cooking vids.
I'll do them again. I know. It just takes so long to do those.
Stephanie says I had a shamrock iced coffee. Nice. Yeah, it was St.
Sounds
Patrick's Day the
good.
other day. Um, Shamrock shakes. Fortnite was fun for a little bit. I've never like LD, man. I've never really played Fortnite. Um, Hispanic Cracker says
Hispanic
what was.
cracker.
Yeah, I know
How
that's a
are
beautiful
you a
name.
Hispanic cracker?
What was your guys' first game system? My first game system that I got like personally would have been like a GameCube. Yeah, back in like
Mine wasn't in
2002
television.
in television.
Yeah, man. I'm sure there's people on here that remember in television, man. You had these little cards. So the controller was like this little like it's hard to explain what it looked like, but it was just like this little square little thing and it had numbers all over it. And then you took the card. So every time you got a new game, there were cards. There were plastic cards and you slid them down over the remote. So each one of the buttons, you knew exactly what it was. And it was basically, it was just like Atari. But it was like, it was in television. It was an Atari,
I
like a knockoff Atari.
I think I saw. Do you know who the angry video game nerd is?
No.
I think I saw him do a video on that. Um, Mel says I want to see you guys play The Sims 4. That's another game I've never played. Have you played The
Me
Sims?
either. Nope.
Ocean Girl says, LD, please cook. I'm a home chef. Would love to see you prepare a ribeye.
And risotto.
Gonna have to make that happen, man.
I'll 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 definitely do some risotto for you guys. It's been a long time. The only thing is I got to make it without wine.
Uh, Dylan says, LD, besides cooking videos, maybe do a knife making tutorial. Yeah, man, I've been meaning to say something about that to you, man. Like, I might have to make you make me a knife or like pay for a knife or something.
Absolutely, I'll make you a knife, dude.
Because that's when I figured that out, I was like, oh, that's pretty sweet. Mel says
Yeah,
Super
absolutely,
Nintendo.
man.
Uh, Seam says, do you guys like Mortal Kombat?
I used to when I was younger.
Yeah, I used to. I haven't played it in a long time. Swavy Davy, Atari, then Nintendo. Trinket says, I'm in my tea period. I bought so much tea now. Tea's
That's
good.
awesome. Yeah, it is. I got a friend
Uh,
of mine. Well, I used to have a friend that was like so big into tea, man. He had like all these big books on tea that he would read, and it's crazy. There is like, man, tea like you can get so deep into that stuff, man. You can get those little balls that you put your like loose leaf tea in and drop it in your cup and all that stuff, man. There's a lot involved.
Hot Penny, doesn't make sense to me that gamers would have ADHD. It seems to require tremendous focus. Um, Mateo says in television. Hispanic Cracker, my dad has one of those. Laugh out loud. Armin says Fortnite is for babies. Try Zelda or Mario Odyssey. It's Wavy Davy says never gotten to The Sims. Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I know you.
Daffy's says rip Chuck Norris. Yeah, rest in peace to the legend
Yeah,
Chuck
rest in peace,
Norris.
Chuck.
I'll take these from Taylor, and then if you want to do the next
Yeah,
few, Taylor says Zelda Breath of the Wild Day 2. Yeah, I never actually played Breath of the Wild, but all my friends who played it said that it was amazing.
the only Zelda I ever played was the original one that was on Nintendo, like the first Zelda. I used to play that game with my mom, man. We would like on the weekends we'd get into that game, man, and would spend hours playing that. But we had so much fun because Zelda's one of those things where you could be like, go over there and look over there. Two people can play that together because
Yeah,
there's so much involved in it. Let's see. Xavier
Zelda's an
said, "Are
awesome
you
game.
wearing braces, bro? Are you talking to me, Xavier? Because if you're asking me, I don't have braces, but I do have partials. If you're seeing like metal in my mouth, it's because it's the partials in there. I'm missing a lot of teeth. Ocean Girl LD, I would seriously purchase a knife. Well, I'm gonna start making knives, and I'm gonna post them up on my Amazon for you guys to purchase if any of you guys would like to. And like I said, I can make custom as well. But I'm about to get involved in that and start making some knives for you guys. Final Fantasy said, "Love seeing Slayer sober. You're doing so well, man. Keep it up, bro. Proud of you."
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Xavier said, "Do you guys have any friends right now who is currently an alcoholic?" No, I don't.
I mean, I
You?
have like friends that I haven't seen in a long, like friends, like you know what I
Yeah, me
mean.
too. But like close friends, no.
Yeah, no, not anybody super close. No,
Daffy said, "How many friends have you lost due to drinking, being passed out or drunk to make plans?" A lot, tons.
too many to count.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. I have no idea. And the thing about making plans, it's just like we were talking about just a minute ago, like that bar talk, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you sit in the bar, you feel super euphoric, and then you're like, man, let's go skiing tomorrow, man. And like we'll get up first thing in the morning and we're gonna drive 12 hours to the slopes, man, and we're gonna hang out all day and it's gonna be so awesome. And you guys make all these huge plans, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, God, I hope they please don't call me because I'm not going to be able to make it. And they never call, like
Yeah,
how many times have you done that? You make these huge plans and nothing ever happens.
no, nope, never.
Jack said about blades, got some originals here. I need you to get one of these swords, LD. I would love to get one of your swords, Jack. Send me an email, my friend. The link is in every description. I would love to get in contact, unless you have contacted me already. I get so many emails, I can't remember. He might have already contacted me. Mattio, yeah, man, Zelda, Excite Bike, Duck Hunt, original Nintendo. Heck yeah. It's Wavy Day said Chuck leveled up this one last time. Daffy, I was missing teeth too because I'd black out and wake up missing teeth on more than one occasion. Wow. It's Wavy Davy said I'm missing quite a few teeth myself. I'm working on it. I'm sorry. You want to go read Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie says I completely agree with Ozempic. I'm on 5 milligrams of Zepbound. I have zero temptation for alcohol. I've been on it for over a year now, and it's a lifesaver. That's awesome, Jamie. I'm glad to hear that that's working for you.
Absolutely.
Taylor says, how long have you been sober, guys? I've been sober this time around like 84, 85 days, but LD has been sober for almost 4 years now?
4 years in May.
4 years in May. Xavier says, damn, I thought those were braces.
Nah, they're partials, unfortunately.
Suspector Crab says that was a great voice impression by LD.
Thank you, Suspected Crab.
Xavier says you lost many teeth due to alcohol. Or
Is because during that time period, right after I got sick for like I guess about 2 years, I had what's it called? Um, I didn't I couldn't eat anything, and every time I went to the doctor, they told me that I had malnutrition. And when you're dealing with that and you're not able to eat and all that kind of stuff, I guess your body starts pulling your body will start pulling minerals out of your teeth, it'll pull minerals out of your bones. Your liver will take away all your muscle mass because you're not consuming any protein and your body needs protein, so it starts eating up your muscles. And that's what ended up happening. It was because of my health and how bad sick I got. My teeth just basically just fell apart during that time period.
um,
Um, Braying Donkey said, I'm looking for a straight carving knife for greenwood chair making. I would cherish an LD original. I would love to make you a knife, my friend. Jack Warren said, yeah, I'll contact you, LD, about the blades. Thank you, my friend. Xavier, I hate people who can drink and just stop. But regardless, I think drinking is just stupid at this point. You're right, and I never understood that how somebody could, like Slayer was saying earlier, those people that could drink half a beer, set it down, and not even look back at it again. It's like, what are you doing, man? You're not gonna finish that? And like, I never understood how people could have one beer and just be like, oh, I'm good, you know?
yeah, I'm fine after that. No, we're
Yeah,
drinking
no, because
that
as soon as I
beer.
have one beer, it's like, where are the rest?
Yeah, we're having the whole 6 pack or 12 pack.
Oh, and that's a snack. That's a snackatizer.
Yeah, that's just to get us to get, to the liquor store so we can get a bottle.
Yep. Trinka said, "Now I make plans and I do them. I love being sober. Sober. Within 2 days, I'm 8 months. Congratulations on 8 months, Trinka. And that is so awesome.
Congratulations,
You're exactly
Trinko.
right. We make plans, we follow through with plans. People can count on us again. People can trust us again when we get sober. It's just everything improves in your life."
It does.
Jack said, "I guess I have a saber somewhere, but that's not that old, only 200 years. Oh, wow. That's so cool. My son has a saber that we bought at a Civil War reenactment. It's not real though, but it looks like it. um, um, XX. I'm gonna read XX Aztec, and then you want to go from there.
Yeah.
Right below it, suspected crab. Okay, LD and active addiction. Did you ever experience liver pain? If so, how about after your sobriety? Yes, I felt liver pain every single day for probably about a decade. Another thing that used to happen is I would get these really sharp pains right here in my shoulder, and it would shoot down through here. I used to get that all the time. It would hurt so bad that it would drop me to my knees. Had no idea that was directly associated to your liver. So yes, and yes, I still have liver pain to this day, but nowhere near as bad as it used to be. I mean, it's not even on the same level whatsoever. So I'll let you go from here, Slayer.
Suspected Crab says, speaking of teeth, when I used to drink, never brushed my teeth at night because I'd always pass out from drinking. Just another
Yeah,
negative to drinking. Yeah, 100%. Same. My hygiene would go right out the window.
me too.
Um, Stephanie says Sims is a girl game. I totally been playing that forever. Wavy Davy says 1 year and 7 months.
Congrats.
That's awesome, Davy. Daffy says, "Oh yeah, when I was on a bender, I wouldn't take care of my teeth for maybe 2 weeks." Yup.
Wow.
Abby says, "LD, have you heard of the saber clawed knife? It's like a fantasy blade. They look
Yep,
awesome."
I have. They do look awesome.
Jamie says, "My 11-year-old has his own gaming channel. It's awesome. That's cool, Jamie."
That is cool.
Cindy says, "I'm proud of you both." Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. Proud of you
Dave,
too.
yeah, you're doing awesome as well. Davey says, "Yeah, malnutrition. I have. Could I can't even pronounce that word.
Cachexia, cachexia, cachexia.
Bad from the cirrhosis."
I'm sorry to
Um,
hear that.
yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Davey says, somehow I'm back to this again. Davey says, lost a little over 100 pounds. Wow.
So did I. I lost
Uh,
I lost like 120 pounds at one point. I was so thin.
how much did you weigh at your lightest, LD?
About 100 pounds.
100. Wow.
Yeah, man. A grown
Um,
man in his 40s weighing 100 pounds. I mean, and that went from 250 pounds to that.
right. Cause
None
yeah,
none of my
you were a
clothes
big
fit
dude, man.
whatsoever. Huh?
You were a big dude, man.
Yeah, I was a big guy back then, man. And I used to lift weights too. I used to bench 225 like 20 times in a row. Like that was like warm up for me. I was a big dude, man.
You were.
Not
I've seen it in
not
those old
anymore.
pictures.
Yeah, man. Micro said, any of you heard from Shades? Yeah, well, I haven't heard from him personally. I've talked to him on the channel. How about you?
Yeah, I haven't heard from Shades in a little while. I hope he's doing well. I'll
We
have to
were just
reach out
talking
to him.
about him just last week. I think you and I were speaking about Shades.
Yeah, we were.
Cal 104, happy Friday, guys. Help us send prayers to Rick Soberstart. He's going through some tough times. Soberstart. Is that the guy that's in England?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah. I don't know that guy personally. I've looked at his channel. I know he's talked about Slayer and I before. I think he actually said some negative things about us too, if I'm not mistaken. Which is neither here nor there, but I really don't know him like that. But I can try reaching out to him. Um, let's see. Cindy said, "What's up with Shades on No?" I'm not sure. I need to reach out to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I'm gonna read. Where are you at? You see, Xavier wasn't a beer guy for me though. Whiskey, must my hard liquor. And
Yep.
then Taylor, if you're drinking a handle, got to drink like 3 gallons of water. I never drank water. Over the counter culture, you want to go from there?
Yeah. Over the counter culture says, yeah, one beer is the ultimate tease. If I'm going to drink, I want to roll up my sleeves and drink. Absolutely. When we drink, we drink a lot. Jack says,
Absolutely.
real or replica blades are a big difference, like the 9th century Uth birth blade is extremely expensive. Yeah, all this knife talk, I wish that I had my knife with me, but unfortunately I don't.
I've got a knife on me right here. This is one of the knives that I carry. This is called the
Nice.
Lynx. It's made by a company called Work Tough. I mean, this is a really, really nice knife, man. I didn't make this one. It's just one that I carry. But it's made by this guy called Aurora Borealis. He's up in Canada, and he designed this blade, man. It's like they like freeze the steel to harden it or something. It's a super nice blade, but I always carry a fixed blade knife. I don't carry folding knives because they fail so much, but anyway, I'm a knife geek, man. It's something that I got into it when I got sober.
I don't
And
think I
thank you
have
so
my
much, Suspected Crab, for the super thanks, my friend. I truly appreciate that.
I don't think I have my knife on me, man. I'll have to send
I'll
you a
keep reading
picture
while
of it.
you look. If you want to look for it, I'll read the comments. Let's see here. So
I think we were up at Jack, or no, we were at Cindy. One half American Indian.
one half American Indian, and then we have Irish. Yeah, I have Irish in me. Taylor said I have to DTX a year ago, start again this time. Oh, detox. I stopped at home for 11 days. Well,
Oh,
congratulations on your sobriety. Wavy Davy said, thank you guys. You're so welcome, my friend. Daffy, did you ever wonder how much more money would have been saved if you didn't blow your money on booze? Oh, yeah. I could have bought a house with the money that I wasted on booze. Sept said, LD, do you have advice on cooking up the best breakfast hash browns? Making some right now. Yes, I do. Bake the potatoes the day before. put them in the refrigerator, and let them get cold. And don't cook them completely all the way, probably about 75%. Bake the potatoes, let them chill overnight, peel off the outside skin, and then run the cold, already 75% cooked potatoes through a shredder, like a box shredder, and shred them on the biggest part. And then get your pan super duper duper hot, all the way on high. Throw your oil in at the last minute, and then as soon as your oil gets hot, put those hash browns in there. You're gonna get super crispy brown hash browns that are cooked all the way. You never want to start with raw potatoes. It's not how you make hash browns. Not saying that's how you do it, but when I was a kid, I tried for years trying to figure that out. You have to use like baked potatoes to do it. Hispanic cracker, I went from 340 to 240 and back to 340. Wow. Congratulations on losing all that weight. Oh, when I relapsed, he went back to that weight. Or
Um,
she. I'm not. It's Wavy Day. Wow, I'm 127, 128 now, thinnest I've ever been. Yeah, I weigh about 150 pounds now. This is the smallest I've been since I was a kid. Hispanic cracker also lifted weights for heads in for years. Trinka, I needed to buy new clothes. I lost weight because I was swollen. My kidneys were affected by the alcohol. By the alcohol. Now my kidneys are healthy again. Congratulations, Trinka. Congratulations on losing weight. That's one of the things about quitting drinking. It's just the pounds just kind of melt off when you get sober because you're not drinking empty calories all day long. All right, so guys, we are about 9 minutes away from us having to stop this live. So just want to give you guys a heads up because Slayer's got to go to work and I've got something I have to go do too. So we have to get off here in just a few minutes. So I'm gonna roll through here. I'm gonna go to suspected crab and just start underneath of that. Taylor said, "Did you guys work the steps?" I did not. How about you?
I've worked the steps, but never followed through and went all the way through them.
Yeah, I've worked some, but I've never finished them. You want to read Dylan and go from there, or you want me to keep reading?
Where? What is Dylan saying?
I'm at, I'll let you figure out where we are. We're at Dylan Wade 2020. I like this. It's like my
Oh,
AA
okay.
meeting for the day.
Uh, yeah, that's awesome, Dylan. Yeah, I look at these lives as like a big AA meeting. Trinka says, go follow Steve, alcohol free lifestyle, please. Yeah, go check him out. Davey says, same here, Dylan. Jack says, well, got a Swiss Army knife for free. That's awesome, man.
Oh,
Stephanie
that
says,
is so cool.
uh, oh, oh my goodness, these comments. Um,
Stephanie, I helped my kid post his gorilla tag and scary baboon game stuff on YouTube. And then Mattio, I didn't drink much beer because I get bloated, and before I got the buzz I was seeking. Jack said we get these Swiss Army knives here for free. That's so neat. Xavier, I'd like to cook steaks. You should do a tutorial on how to make steak as we need more protein. I can do that, definitely.
um,
Especially cooking steak in a pan. A lot of people make a lot of mistakes cooking steaks in pans. It's hard to cook a steak in the pan. Stephanie, you want to read that?
yeah, and I was gonna say, before we go, guys, if you guys have any last things you want to ask or anything that you're wondering or you want to say, now would
Yeah,
be the
throw it
time to
in.
do it. Yeah, now is the
Throw,
time to do it. And
yeah.
then also thank you all for coming and hanging out with us on this
Absolutely. Thank you
Friday.
so much to everybody for being here today. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys being here. I just want to throw that in here before we have to hop off at the last minute and everybody's trying to throw in those comments. Thank you for bringing that up, Slayer.
Yeah, of course. Stephanie says that's crazy because I was 5 feet, 104 pounds. I felt underweight. Stephanie says saw shades like a week ago. Um, uh,
You want to just scroll down to the
SJH.
bottom now because everybody's kind of like telling us goodbye and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we should do that. Dylan says, God
Yeah,
bless you both. Have fun at work, Slayer, at least as much as you can. Yeah, I'll try, man. I'll try. Work's good for me, man. It keeps my mind busy. Kate says, thank you both so much. Have a great week. And you too, Kate.
you as well,
Hispanic
Kate.
Cracker. Thanks, guys. God bless. God bless you as well, brother.
God bless you
Jack,
too.
we'll wish you a great day there. Nico says we thank you. Well, yeah, we
Thank
thank you
you.
guys, man. Um, it's this is a really neat thing being able to hop on here and do these live streams with everybody and have us all hang out. It's a really cool thing. I really do look at it like a giant AA meeting. Um,
It is.
yeah, you guys are great. Thank you, Davey. Ocean Girl says thanks, guys. Such a pleasure today. Take care. Have a blessed weekend.
Thank you so much. I will not be doing a video today. This will be my video for today. So if you guys are looking for anything else to pop up, this is going to be it. I will have it up tomorrow, though. How about you, Slayer?
Yeah, I'm gonna get a new video up probably tomorrow. I have the weekend off for the most part. I have to work a little bit at my other job, but I'm planning on getting a new video up tomorrow for you guys. And yeah, guys, this was awesome. It really was. I really enjoyed doing
Absolutely.
these.
Yeah, I do too. Let's see here. Suspected Crab said, bye. You guys are awesome. Look forward to your next videos. Thank you, Suspected Crab. Xavier, bye. Have a coffee together someday. Absolutely. It's Wavy Dave. You got the fingers crossed too, man. Jack Warren, goodbye. See you later, Jack. Hit me up. Let's talk about that saber. Um, James Barron said, thank you both for the videos. It really helps my journey of sobriety. You are so welcome, James. Grumbleweed, good to see you all doing well. You as well. If we ever meet, absolutely, Xavier. I'm going to try to do a meetup this year, I think. Olivia Johnson, hey guys, what's up?
What's up,
Xavier, gonna
Olivia?
miss you, LD and Slayer. Take your time. We'll see you on the video, man. Absolutely. Smoking Homebrew, have a great day, guys. You as well. Thank you so much for being here. You rock too, Stephanie. Bye, Xavier.
Awesome live stream, man. Awesome.
Absolutely. Awesome, awesome live stream. Grumbleweed C, get enough sleep if possible. Damascus Steel. No, I'm not that is beyond my expertise. I'm gonna try to make Damascus one day, but you know what Damascus is, Slayer?
I've heard of it, yeah.
It's when they take like steel and they sandwich like 10 layers of steel together, and then they forge it and fold it over on top of itself and keep forging it out. And you end up with all these patterns and stuff in the metal.
I
Sometimes they
see.
use different types of steel, like 1095 and then another steel, and they'll sandwich those in. So you get these really neat little designs in there.
Ooh,
Some people do beautiful work, man. That is so beyond anything that I could ever do.
very cool.
Um, it is very cool. Well, guys, I think that's about it for today. Um, Thank you so much to everybody for being here. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. You guys are so awesome, especially on a Friday for everybody to be here in the middle of the day. I mean, that just shows y'all's dedication to our channels. I truly do appreciate all of you. I know that probably majority of all of you guys are all at work right now listening.
Amazing, man. Amazing. Yeah. Thank you guys. Seriously, thank you for coming and hanging out and spending your Friday with me and LD, man. And thank you, LD, for hopping on here and doing this, man. I really, it's like I said, man, I really enjoy these and we need to keep doing them.
Absolutely, man. And man, I thank you for hopping on here with me, man. Like,
Heck yeah, man.
I could do this by myself, but it's so much better, so much more fun when I have you involved in it, man.
It
It just
it
feels
is.
better when you're here.
It is, man.
So,
We will continue to everybody who's still in here. We said it before, but we will definitely continue doing these live streams like either every week or every other week.
well, I think the big thing is that now you have got to come to South Carolina and then we'll do a
Dude,
live together in real time.
yeah, man. I need to, man. I need to. That would
You do,
be
man.
epic. That would be
You do. It
epic.
would be. When we'll film some videos, I'll take you out. We'll have a great time, man.
We gotta make it happen, man. We're gonna make it happen.
Absolutely. We're gonna do it.
We'll
Everybody's gonna see. We're gonna meet
yeah,
up
we'll
for
make it
real one
happen.
day.
It needs to happen. It needs to
Has
happen.
to not needs, it's going to
It
happen.
it's
We
going to
will meet
happen.
up.
And for those of you
A
who are
lit
still watching, keep that in mind. Keep that in
Keep it
mind.
in mind. We will be meeting up one day.
Heck
Thank you so
yeah.
much, Olivia. That's so nice. You two together would be so awesome. And then Nico said, "May God grant you good healing and bless you for the great work you are doing. I think it takes a lot of courage. You are just amazing. Thank you so much." Guys, that is it for today. I'm going to go ahead and sign us out of here. Thank you so much for being here today. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you. Have a great, wonderful Friday. Please stay sober today, guys. If you start feeling like you want to have that drink, just remember what's going to happen tomorrow if you drink today. If you drink anything tonight, it's going to cause a whole cycle to start back up this weekend. Go enjoy your weekend sober and have a good time and go to work on Monday feeling great. You got anything else you want to throw in before we sign off, man?
Uh, I don't think so, man. Just what you said, man. Love you guys. Have a sober weekend, and if you feel like you're gonna drink, reach out to somebody before you do.
Absolutely. Give somebody a call. Try to reach out to anybody that you can that might be able to help talk you off the cliff. All right, guys, thank you so much. Have a wonderful Friday. Love you all so much. And I think that's it.
Peace.
Peace, guys. See y'all later. And thank you so much for being here today. And thank you so much for the super thanks, guys. Y'all are so awesome. Bye bye, guys.
Bye, guys.